Yesterday, I played Illmatic in its entirety, right? And I walked away thinking one thing. Large Professor is the MVP of Illmatic. Before we go any further, number your top 3 produced Large Professor tracks in the comment section. Now, the reason I say he's the MVP, his unselfishness. Think about it. True producer who saw the end goal. He put the art ahead of his personal agendas. He could have easily said, you know what? I put the young boy on live at the barbecue. He's going to take me to the stratosphere and beyond. I'm about to get this bread. Countless #1 hits. He could have had that mindset. Could have been very short-sighted. But he wasn't. How could you not respect that? Which leads me to my next point, mentorship. Being a mentor was the role he took on first. Music production or producing beats or whatever other roles he was playing was second. It's evident in all his decision making. The unselfishness, and now we have the mentorship, right? He put Nas's career ahead of his own personal agendas. Now, what if he decided to produce the entire album? I'm sure it would have been great, would have been fire. But would it have been Illmatic? Something to think about. Large Professor is the MVP of Illmatic. Think about the chain of events. Nas and Primo are probably would have never been a tandem. And all the timeless records that you know represent, at that time, Memory Lane, New York State of Mind from Illmatic would probably never be a part of our playlist, our memories. Nothing. Because it probably never would have happened. Could you imagine? It all takes place because of Large Professor's unselfishness. Now, we're going to have some devil advocates viewing this video at the moment. And I respect that. Because you're going to question, like, well, I'm sure they would have locked in at some time, Nas and Primo. Maybe. Maybe they would have linked eventually. But timing is everything. The world shifts quickly, as we all know. So what's considered ahead of its time in 92, 93, 94, if released in 96, may not have the same value. Would be a good song, but would it be considered ahead of its time? That's what makes Illmatic so great. The fact that it was ahead of its time. It's been mentioned by many great lyricists outside of the fans. Another reason, unselfishness, we got mentorship, we can keep it going. Resources and relationships. Large Professor, he utilized both of those. Knowing who to call and being open to being pushed creatively by his peers and other outstanding musical talents. For the position he played, when you listen to the album, he has 3 records. 3 records. But being content and confident with those 3 records is a grown man MVP move. Because he could have probably wanted to do 5 or 6, or resisted in such a way to where he held up the entire project. But he was a team player, a consummate professional. And keep in mind, these are young individuals at the time. Large Professor, the MVP of Illmatic. Now think about this. I love writing, songwriters. As you all know, Nas is my favorite artist in hip hop history. We often uplift the writers, which we should. Never knocking that. Should always do that. But in doing so, let's never underestimate or undervalue the role that the producer plays. Not just making beats, not just catching samples, not just looping things up. They do an array of different things behind the scenes so that we as fans can indulge in timeless music. That's what this is all about, respecting the producer. Respect everyone, yes, but the producer has become undervalued, and everyone thinks that they can do what some of these guys do. With practice, you can. But the producer is a staple in all genres of music, and we have to keep reminding individuals of that. Salute the Large Professor, my MVP of Illmatic. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Is Large Professor your MVP of Illmatic? If not, let me know. Who would you give that title to, man? Either way, whether we agree or disagree, it's all love. We family, man. It's your man Eeze, TheEezeExperience. Go get yours. Yeah!
Hey, yo, Eeze!